Okay, we're here. Hey,
Hello.
everybody, welcome back. And I actually think that we're going to do this as Rural State of Mind, but we might also use it for Mind Your Feed because I think it's going to be applicable to both.
Okay.
Today, our topic, oh, actually, I didn't introduce ourselves again. Hey, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Sarah.
Yeah, well, we should get really better about this. I think at some point I'm going to have to start doing like a little monologue about what we're going to talk about, but I kind of just like the looseness of where we're at right now. But today, our topic on January 5th, a couple of days late, which feels right for us actually, is going to be about New Year, New You, and
Mhm.
what we think about that. Is that reality? Is that delusional? Sarah, what do you think?
Well, happy 2026, everybody.
Yay.
You know, Jessica and I were kind of talking a little bit before about there's a lot of what do you call those? I don't know if it's like expectations or if it's like superstitious things like that go along with the new year. Like not only like New Year's resolutions, but like my family, we grew up eating black-eyed peas in the not like the day of New Year, the
Yeah.
first day, January 1st. However, however that makes sense. And I don't know why, but that's been the thing, you know?
Yeah. So I think of those as like weird rituals that we get
Rituals.
into. Would that be what we call them? Not
Yes.
sure. I think you're right. I don't know where we got into like there's all sorts of them um the burn away the old year. Have you seen that where you like put your
Light a
calendar
candle.
from the last year
Oh,
and you like actually burn the calendar, but also just like lighting it. I've seen other people just like light the candle. I will say, I think like Hispanics go to the extremes on the whole New Year thing. I think there's a lot that you have to do. I am not a part of that. I actually did nothing as well. Sarah and I are, we don't know what this means for us, actually.
I didn't do
We did
anything
not
this
eat.
year.
You
Nothing.
didn't eat your what, Sarah?
I did not eat my black-eyed peas this year.
No.
And I didn't even make it to midnight. I think I
Oh,
fell asleep at like 10 something,
oh, yeah.
watching a movie, crashed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year was the first time I'd ever done the grapes under your table. Apparently it's
Oh,
like, I don't know how many, 12 grapes under your table, something like that. I did it on a Instagram post, and my husband and I couldn't even get under our table. Like we did not know it was so low. Like our heads were like, what is happening? It doesn't look low at all, but I guess like all the underneath stuff was like
yeah.
really, we were squished in there trying to have some grapes and a little, champagne. It did not work well. So I guess we surrendered that this year. But let me see, what are some other rituals you said?
I've heard about people who like open their windows, like it has to be at midnight so that
Okay.
you're letting, like, it's all about the, I don't understand it all, but it's something about air movement, letting out the, the air. And I hate to laugh because I think some people are really serious about this
Yes.
stuff,
It's okay that we laugh at other people's rituals though.
letting out the air, letting in the new year air,
Okay.
you
New
know,
air, new you.
the doors, maybe it's doors and windows. I've heard
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, it says opening doors to usher out old year and welcome the new. Maybe that's
That's
part of
probably it.
the windows. It says 12 grapes at midnight. We did not do 12 grapes at midnight. We did 12 grapes about 10 a.m. on New Year's Day. So that didn't work for us either, apparently. But some people even wear specific colors. It says red for love, yellow for money, making noise at midnight. I was like you, I was making noise at midnight. It was my snoring, maybe. Or
Yeah.
I think the cedar count was up. I was probably having a hard time breathing. So I was definitely making some noise. I just didn't know it. So
Do
we've
y'all
been, go ahead.
do y'all pop fireworks in town, like where y'all live?
So We are actually considered out of town because we're fancy. Not really. I don't know why. We just are considered out of town. But they pop firecrackers. If you'll ever find San Antonio New Year's Eve,
Oh, it's probably
it
a
is
thing
wild
everywhere.
everywhere. It is everywhere. And we live right next to our next door neighbor who loves to pop firecrackers, and it is just so much all night long. So luckily our dog is not necessarily afraid of it. Our previous dog would like be stressed out,
Yes.
like all anxious and all of that. So but yeah, it's a long night.
Yeah.
A
They
long
do
night.
that here too. Like it they I don't know exactly what the rules are on that, but like when they start selling them, there's like 2 fireworks stands and it's a thing. Like not as big as 4th of July, I would say, but
Uh-huh.
people are popping them and it is an all night thing. It's not just at midnight, it's from dark to who knows when. But
Till
yeah.
we run out.
Yeah.
This one says, one of the rituals says, a doorway protection spell. Sprinkle a little salt and protective herbs like rosemary or thyme in your doorway while setting the intention to keep your space safe and filled with good energy for the new year. It's a quick way to bless your home and step into what's ahead. Never have I done that.
Mm-mm.
Any of this? Anybody? I'm interested to know if you have a ritual. You should totally leave it in the comments for
Yeah.
us for when
We
we
wanna
look
know.
at it later because
Mhm.
we need to know. And can we do them now? Since
Yes.
can we pretend like it's New Year?
Yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Does that
New Year's
count?
Eve or New Year because we are a little behind. We didn't know. We did, but we didn't. You know, we're doing
Right.
our best.
Yep. Yep.
And so if you can do them a little later, let us know. That way we can maybe try it.
Yeah.
Okay. So our topic really is this whole conversation, and it's always online, which is why I kind of said mind your feed also, is like the new year, new you,
Mhm.
right? So new year, new you, Sarah. Who's the new you?
You know, I'm here for fresh starts. I'm here for like reflecting on the year past and things you might want to change. But like January 1st, these habits just don't stick typically, right? I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, because they're not habits yet, right? Habits
No.
take a long time to form.
Yes, long
Right?
time.
So
Yep.
like you have made, to me, that's like making an intention. I prefer like a monthly intention to like the new year, new
Mhm.
you situation. But yeah, these are not habits yet. So you have said you're going to do this, and usually something that is an extreme thing. Normally, our New Year's resolutions are not based in reality. They're a little delusional, not to be ugly, but they are. And
Mhm.
so I think that that's a hang up and a trip up, and then like leads to reality. I always say reality. I mean, expectation, reality, and everything in between there is disappointment,
Mm.
right? Expectation, reality, everything in between those 2 points is disappointment. And I think that generally the population that sets resolutions sets themselves up for disappointment. What do you think?
I mean, I definitely agree because like you said, like they're just too unrealistic.
Yeah.
It would be great to walk 10,000 steps every single day, but like I mean, every day, I don't know that's gonna be real,
Yeah. Well, I think that hits on one of those what we call in therapeutic clinical speak is cognitive distortions, all or nothing thinking, right?
Mhm.
I have to do it every single day, or
Yes.
and I'll say this. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the host is, I guess you would still say he is an alcoholic, but he has not had a drink in lots of years. Okay. But people are really drawn to him who have um, like a substance misuse disorder type of situation. And he sometimes gives them some advice because they'll say something like, starting my journey today, you inspired me not to drink anymore, whatever. But I think the tangible thing that he gives is so good, which is like, don't say I'm never drinking again. Don't say I'm not, not going to drink this year. Don't say that. He's like, just like wake up and don't drink before breakfast. And if you get there, then don't drink until lunch. And if it gets too hard, then don't drink until 11, and then you have like given yourself like these tiny wins throughout
Mhm.
the day. And I think that if we had more of that resolve in moving forward in these maybe sometimes overly ambitious goals that we have for ourselves, then like we would do better. Because I know, like, even just things like if I wake up when my alarm goes off and I don't like hit the snooze, hit the snooze, hit the snooze, well, that
Mhm.
like feels like a win for me. And then like that's going to lead me to like do the next thing, which is going to be a win for me, which is like get dressed to go to the gym, then go to the gym. And I'm just like stacking up the
Yeah.
wins. And as you get those, like, it reinforces positive behavior in your
Mhm.
life, right? I don't need to say I'm going to lose 47 pounds this year
Yeah. Yeah.
or by, my cruise in March or whatever it is that is some real unrealistic goal. Instead,
Mhm.
it's like really pay attention to the behavior. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I like it. I like those like little small wins, like short-term goals. I've seen this where people sometimes do like themed months, like as a family. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's like finance February, and like all you're doing that month is like you're really looking at like your finances, you're looking at like what subscriptions are you subscribed to? What are
Mhm.
your wants and your needs? Like just like really focusing on like that one thing,
Yeah.
and just for the month of February. And then like March is like whatever. It could be like connection, and you're gonna call like your family, that you haven't talked to, or your friends or something like that, and kind of rebuild that connection. Maybe, you saw them during the holidays, but now it's been a couple months, so it's time to like call them again. And then, hopefully like the idea is like um you would carry that over
Yeah.
maybe to the next month because you realized it wasn't so hard,
Yes.
and so that's kind of cool too, the themed.
Yeah. I like that actually. I feel like that is more reasonable than the standard, like over the
Change
top.
everything all at once.
Yes, changing
Yeah.
everything all at once. And sometimes, like, I think January is a hard month too, because, like, when it's like World Carnivore Month, really? Like, okay, or dry January, or like, because
Yes.
it's all absolutes, right? It's all or
Yes.
nothing. Like, I'm
Yes.
only going to eat meat.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Like, can
That's hard.
instead, yeah, like, instead, could we just focus on like healthier meals, or actually like eating meals at home instead of eating out?
Mhm.
Like, instead of taking the all the
Yes.
way to the extreme, like, can we land somewhere else? That would,
Mhm.
and not in the effort to be a new you. Um, because I mean, I don't know, can you be a complete new person?
Yeah. That I don't know. That just kind of just what I don't know. It just kind of makes me think about like why what do you want it to change to be a new you,
Mhm.
And
Well, I mean, it goes back to, I think, like, if you're not if you're discontent with something, right, about you, like,
Mhm.
are you sure that changing it is going to be the thing that all of a sudden makes you happy? Because I think people are searching for happiness. We've been told, and really this is sold a lie, that like we need to be happy, like we're chasing happiness.
Yeah.
And happiness is a fleeting emotion.
Yeah.
Happiness doesn't stay very long. It's, we
Mhm.
experience it and then we let it go. Now, joy and contentment are long lasting for you. You can be in, have joy in your heart, even when things are not going your way, or even when you wish things were a little different. And you can still have joy through gratitude and being thankful and different things like that. But happiness, like, I've seen happiness leave people so quick. Like, I think about going back to like in school and myself, right? Like, and they're giving you back a lot of paperwork that has been graded, and they give you back a quiz and you made 100 on it, and you're like, yeah, okay. And they give you a quiz and you made a 70. You're like, like it's gone just as quick as it came. And
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
cannot like shift back to being happy about that 100 because you can only focus on the 70.
Mhm.
Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
So I think
Absolutely.
if we can get rid of the lie that we're supposed to be happy all the time, and that's what we're like aspiring to, then like we can create more realistic situations, more realistic goals for ourselves.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. New year, new you. Yeah, that's just not it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just not realistic for sure.
Yeah. And I think like that doesn't mean don't have like set standards for yourself, and that you shouldn't want to change some of your behaviors. Like, we should
Mhm.
always be a work in progress, right? Because if we
Yeah,
weren't, like, then that would mean we were perfect in some way, and we know that's not true.
yeah.
Um, and so I like kind of like what you said, like focusing on one thing and then carrying that through, getting good at that one thing,
Mhm.
and then adding something else on.
Yeah, for sure. Another kind of trend, I don't know if you've seen it. I ran across it on Instagram a couple of times. People are doing like more and I think it's more and less, like doing more of this and doing less of this. Have you seen that?
Okay, okay. Let's do it. You want to
Oh
try?
my
Let's
gosh.
just, why not? Okay, do more of this and less of that. Okay.
Okay, let me think. Let me think for a
Okay.
second.
I need to do more praising and less complaining. I need to do
Ooh.
that. Okay, I'm writing these down so that I can put them out in a post, because I'm sure we're going to have some earth-shattering ones. More praise, less complain.
Okay, hold on, let me think. Wow, this is hard on the spot.
It
This is
is, I
something
know.
that like we talk about
This is humanizing. This shows that we don't have the answers to everything, because we don't. Our lives are just like yours. I think that I always say this. There's I may have told you this before, Sarah, that I have clients who will come in and be like, "It must be so nice to just have all of this information. I
oh,
bet your life like is so good."
oh,
What?
oh my gosh.
And not that my life is bad, but I'm gonna promise you, I make the same mistakes everybody else makes. I have a lot of information in my brain about what I'm supposed to do, just like you do, and I don't always do it.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna make mine more about health related because
Okay,
that's something I'm always just kind of
sure.
whatever. I'm gonna do more movement that I enjoy
Uh-huh.
and less like I'm gonna call it punishing workouts because
Yeah.
sometimes I
Less
like
miserable movement.
yes, and I just feel like I have to do
Uh-huh.
certain things.
I
Like
think that is definitely something that everyone struggles with. I do think that that's super important to find enjoyable movement, because you're just more dedicated to it,
yeah,
and it's more motivating to you, like
yes,
to like get out there and do something you actually enjoy versus just something that you feel like it's like punishment to you for,
Yeah.
having that.
It's hard
For
to get
me,
in.
carrot cake on my birthday. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm 40.
Oh, happy late.
I'm a man.
birthday.
I'm 40. Do you know what that's from? So there was this coach, Oklahoma State University. What's his name? Something Gundy. But one time he was giving an interview and like they were like attacking his players, and he was like, "If you had something to say something to me. I'm a man. I'm 40." So I've been saying that. I'm like, I'm a man. I'm 40.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, come for me.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I do think there is I always say this. I always used to say this, especially about my grandpa. Like people, as you get older, you just let it out there. You just say what you need to say.
Yeah.
And that is what my goal is. Not that I've been really reserved, but yeah, just more freedom. So maybe that's it. More freedom, less restriction.
I love that.
For me. Okay. Yes. Okay. What else? More rest. Oh, I like it.
Less. What would be less? More rest, less. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I get home, it's like task, go to bed.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like more rest, less. Not that I don't want to take care of business.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what would it be?
Maybe like just more rest, less structure. Because sometimes like we get so structured all the time that like then it is like that. We become like taskmasters, and we have structure, but like I don't know if that's necessarily what you're trying to get to, but I'll keep it there. I'll put that as the word, but when we tentative to change, folks.
Yeah.
Okay?
Less something, more rest, less something. I don't know what that something would be.
Maybe like less obligations, less performance, less
like it has to be done right now kind of
urgency.
Urgency, maybe.
Okay.
That sometimes could be a more, but in this case, maybe less urgency. Like some things could wait.
Yeah, maybe less perceived urgency. Like sometimes we make things, we act as if, I think we're really good at being like, we're so busy. It's like a badge of honor. Let me put it right here on my shoulder so you can see it. It's a flashing light. And really, I'm like, can I take that off?
That's a thing with like millennials that I've seen in like some like just videos about millennials is like, we feel best when we are so busy. We're just like,
well, because you know where that comes from is they say that comes from, especially in elder millennials, is proving people wrong about the millennial generation, because we had because once you got to millennials, what they say, my husband's always like, who's they? I'm like, them. The people. Those people who tell us what to think. No, but for real, that the generations, like the technology moved so quick that like we were no longer in generations of 10 years. They were like really split, and people had changed so quickly. And so I think that we're always trying to prove that we're not the people who were living in our parents' basement, eating avocado toast and never getting a job. Like, because that is like the perception in general of the like millennial. But I have seen, and we should really talk about this, the millennial career crisis. Have you seen any about this? And I really do kind of, okay, so that should be something we talk about. I have it written down. But we're going to keep going. So one more this, less, that.
Okay, let me think. I'm gonna try to make it something. I don't know. I'm trying to
Maybe
think of
mine will be more books, less reality TV.
I love it.
Honest.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm a really reality TV junkie. It gives me life. When a hard moment comes up, I'm like,
What's your favorite, like, what are you watching right now?
oh gosh, I'm not watching anything right now. I just finished Emily in Paris. Have you watched that on
No.
Netflix? Okay,
Oh, I'll have to watch
It's
it.
a good little series. But like I like the sister wives of Mormon wives, whatever that's called. Not sister wives, Mormon wives, Mormon wives, something. Hold on. Hold.
Is that a TLC show or is it on Netflix?
Yeah, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Oh, I've heard of that one. I haven't watched
It's on
it.
Hulu. It is ridiculous. I love it.
Nice.
It just makes me so happy.
Oh my gosh.
But I'll watch the dating ones. Like the ones where they're like hunting for money and they're playing against each other or whatever, like all of them. The pods now, watch the dating in the pods. I can't imagine that. That's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's just like, yes. But I think that's a very millennial thing, reality TV. Like, did you know they cut off MTV this year?
No.
They just now, MTV is officially gone.
Wow.
Sad.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That is sad.
Okay. Do you have one more and less?
Okay, I like to do the mores more than the less one.
Okay. You're not really into the trade-offs. She's got an abundance mindset. She's gonna do everything.
I'm gonna go with more phone calls.
Oh,
I need to do this. More phone calls, like talking.
Yeah.
Like to hear people's voices, with friends, family, that kind of thing. Less like just the only communications commenting on Facebook.
Oh, less social media.
Social media, yeah. Instead, like it's their birthday, like I'm gonna say, "Hi, happy birthday," on the phone or FaceTime.
Yeah, that's ambitious.
I need to. I got to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just like my our generation's letters. My mother-in-law, she's probably gonna listen to this. I'm being nice. No, I'm just kidding. She still sends like a birthday card to everyone on their birthday and like writes.
Does she write beautiful?
Ridiculous, that
She's
says
got good handwriting.
So great at life. We just want to send you blessings and put this Bible verse on you. And okay, I don't even know when anyone's birthday is if Facebook doesn't tell me. I don't know anyone's phone number if my phone doesn't tell me. Like, I got work to do. Okay, that was fun, more or less. Great.
I love it.
Fun. I love it. Nailed it. Okay, so New Year, New You. We were looking at that. We did some more or less, but one thing. I think the other thing when you talk about New Year, New You and all these resolutions that everyone has, and I'm such a Debbie Downer, but I think it's because I live in what is called reality therapy. I do not go to Delulu land with you. And I think that that's important. And so National Quitters Day is actually the second Friday after New Year. So the night on this Friday is National Quitters Day. 80% of people will have quit their resolutions by Friday.
Oh, gosh. See?
Exactly.
That's why.
Yeah. And I will tell you this. It also, I had to look this up. It says that only 1 to 6% of people who set resolutions will carry out one of their resolutions for all 11 to 12 months.
Yeah. This is why I don't bother with it, It's like, okay. get a good night's sleep,
Yes.
wake up.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes. And just it adds a lot of guilt too. So like,
Yes.
if they haven't quit by now, like chances are it's gonna happen. You just feel guilty, and
Yeah.
you know what?
Well,
But
especially okay, so it's either public shame or private shame is what I say. It's all shame, right? Because public shame is I told all these people this is what I was going to do and then I didn't see it through and they all know and like now I'm embarrassed kind of thing, right? um or private shame, which can be worse, which is like, I said I was going to do this. And now instead of losing 10 pounds, I gained 2 pounds and, whatever. And so like, it's just a really hard thing to do. And that's why I feel like I go with intentions. I also try to find like a Bible verse that I'm going to reflect on the year, like just one
yes,
that you're going to do like all year long and like a word of the year.
Oh, I love a word of the year.
Yeah, I really like that. And like just kind of sit on it, meditate on it. And when I say meditate, when I don't use that the same as other counselors, meditate means like get my Bible, not me. Guys, we got to get past all the rumination. You've been told for 5 years you need to think about you a lot. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say, instead of new year, new me, and thinking about me all the time, if you would get out and do some things for other people, you would feel so much better.
Amen.
The quality of your life will increase significantly by the ability to stop thinking about yourself so much and to start thinking about other people and to do for other people. That I think that's the biggest part is a lot of people sit and think about other people a lot, but you're only capable of doing so much. And so when you get into action, you feel good. And that's a very rewarding thing. You're rewarding for the other people who you are serving, but also for yourself. Yeah. What would be your advice for people into the new year? Those are kind of my things. Those are things that I actually do.
Like I said, I do like when people reflect on like things that are going on in their life and things that could be going better. And it could be something that they want to change. It could be just reflecting on it. But and I also like a fresh start is always okay too,
Sure.
And so yes, if they are, if somebody is deciding that they want to do a New Year's resolution, whatever it is, and if it's already by, the 9th and they've already failed, but start again,
Start again.
Start again. It's okay. It doesn't have to be January 1st. It doesn't have to be a Monday or, the first day of a month. Like just start again and just keep on going and, celebrating those small wins like we talked about earlier. Do it. And if you can do it for 3 days or, 3 months, like those are all small wins. Or that's a big one if you could do something for 3 months because, you're building those behaviors that are going to be habits and maybe a New Year's resolution feels overwhelming, but I love the idea of picking a word or a saying or a Bible verse or something to just kind of like hold on to, and you can write that on like a little note or print something off pretty and like put it on your computer screen at work or on my mirror in my little workout area. I like to put sticky notes of like just kind of things, random things. And those are really good things to just use. And it may not be a change in your life, but it might be something to just kind of focus on and it's just to be intentional about.
Yeah. And I think outside of the box. I think we get caught up that it has to look a certain way. Like, so for me, I'll be like, I want to spend some more time in my Bible, like best of intentions all the time, right? Like 15 minutes first thing in the morning, And then like something crazy happens and that's
Mhm.
really not realistic, or I'm again overscheduled, or I'm tired, or I'm doing all these things, and then all of a sudden the like thing that should be the priority doesn't become that.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned to get outside of the box, which is like I just turn on YouTube. There's like a Bible,
Oh,
um, you know, on YouTube that's being read on like different pages, and you can just turn it on and be in your car. And instead of listening to, which, hey, the thug life chose me, I didn't choose it, but that's just my generation. Instead of listen to 50 or whoever, Texas country telling you about drinking whiskey,
yeah.
you can put on your Bible and listen from point A to point B.
Mhm.
Right? And, I think that that's really, really something that could work into your schedule. It can become part of your habit,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so I always turn on and when I'm at home, I'll put it on YouTube, especially like if I'm like cleaning up things or folding
Mhm.
laundry or whatever, and I'm able to multitask while I'm doing it, and it kind of feels like more achievable that way. And sometimes it's not about you know it's sometimes things are not going to look how we wanted them to do. We're not actually going to be in our prayer closet with our prayer
Yeah.
cloth and like get it done. Maybe sometimes we're just going to be folding laundry, listening to the YouTube Holy Bible.
Absolutely.
That's all we got.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
what's something that you do that's outside of the box that helps you to kind of like a thing that you're like, this is important to me and I'm trying, but it's not looking exactly how in my mind I envisioned it to look?
let's see. Kind of out of the box. Well, I don't know how out of the box this is, but like something that comes to mind is I know that like if I start my morning, I always say like in my brain, I always say like win the first hour of the day, you win the day.
Yeah.
But like I have to have like a slow morning. And I not have to, but like I function best when I get up early and I'm not rushing to get out the door,
Mhm.
you know? And so um I really try to do that,
Yeah.
but I don't do well when I go to a gym. If I
Mhm.
have to get in my car and go somewhere, I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
consistently. I'm just not. I don't know what it is, but I've tried and it just doesn't work out for me.
Mhm.
I will not be consistent at it.
Yeah.
So for me, I have to do something at home. And so it's kind of like built over the years, but that's where I'm at, you know? And so it's not really out of the box like people work out at home all the time or people have whatever morning all the time, but like that's just kind of where I'm at because I know I will not go somewhere, you
Well, I
know?
think it is out of the box to know that about yourself, interestingly enough, because I think we act as if we would do these things, right? Like, I am going to make breakfast every day. You may never be the person who's ever going to make breakfast every single day. So you need to find something else that works for you. Like, that's the
Yes.
part about being honest with yourself that we typically avoid. And
Mhm.
sometimes what you're doing is confronting that. You're confronting the fact about being honest with yourself that you're not going to get in the car and go to the gym.
No.
So you're confronting it and you're doing something different, which
Yeah.
means like, okay, that means I have to do a home workout, or that might mean I put on YouTube and do an
Mhm.
exercise through YouTube, or I have an app or whatever it is. And that's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if we can work on I would say, and no one loves to hear this, but I'm like, what are the lies you're telling yourself?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. And because I tell myself a lot of good lies, like I'm not going to watch that reality TV. I'm going to watch it. Girl, I will stay up late. I will do revenge bedtime for some reality TV. And
Oh.
so, yeah, I think that like just being honest with yourself will help you to set yourself up for success instead of
Mhm.
resolutions that typically set us up for failure. So I think our message is maybe recognize, I think the good more and less, like that could be a good predictor of like using that to help
Mhm.
you determine what it is that you want more of in January,
Yeah,
right? And less of, and working on that. One of those
absolutely.
things. Yes?
Yes, and celebrate those small wins along the way.
Yeah, super important.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else that you want to share today?
You know what? I am good today. How about you? Do you have a little final thing
Um,
we can take with us?
no, I think we really did cover it, but I did love the more and less, and I'm definitely gonna put that online because I loved it. Um, and I think next time maybe we can look into the millennial career crisis. I think that might be interesting. We're gonna come with some other stuff. I actually reached out to a lady because she is a this might be next. I think she's a marriage and family therapist. She might be an LPC, but she does a lot of counseling of couples counseling. And she posted that January is the highest month for divorce because people are always just like, I didn't really realize this, but as like if you're going through and you get like mid-year and you want the divorce, you're like, we'll just do one more Christmas for the kids. We'll just do one more Thanksgiving. We'll just get through the holidays. And then January becomes like when divorces happen. And so I thought she could come on and talk to us about that and maybe
That's
like
interesting.
what if you're kind of feeling that, or maybe you're on the verge of putting those papers in, like what, are some things that you should think about before we go there.
Oh, that'd be good. Let's do that. That'd be so
Okay.
good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's it for us today. And we will see you when we see you because, of course, we have no schedule. We're just out here winging it like the rest of you.
That's right. One day at a time.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.